Hello, everybody out there on YouTube, and welcome to race number 23 of Season 7 NNSCRA Walmart Cup Series. I'm Levi McIntyre, aka Thrash Maniac 99, the voice of NNSCRA Walmart Cup Series, here to welcome you to the Helluva Good at the Glen, here at Watkins Glen International, presented by Vanilla Coca-Cola, where it's, in my opinion, one of the best sodas ever made. And the reason why it's presented by Vanilla Coke is because I have some right here. Refreshing. But anyways, before we get started with the race, we're going to take a look. Since going into this race, 4 races left until the chase. After this race, it's 3. So we're getting down to the wire as far as who's going to be in the chase and who isn't. And here, starting this week, we might see some locked up spots for the chase coming up. But let's take a look at the top 20 in the standings. PJ Williams leads by 38 points over David Rivera. Probably the biggest point lead we've seen this whole season. Almost a full race. Probably about 10 spots less. But PJ Williams, I think, is already locked into the chase via points, as well as having 3 wins, so it doesn't matter if he falls out of the top 10, he'll probably get a wild card spot regardless. David Rivera is second. Third is Jesse Setti. Fourth, with a big boost from 9th to 4th this week, is Chris Michaels. Fifth is Michael Norman. 6th is Zachary Fitzwater. 7th, Trent Dunham. 8th, Charles Jackson. 9th, Dorian Facepuncher. And then 10th is Matt McIntyre. And the rest of the top 20 is Rue McIntyre, Dylan Poteet, Chase Oliver, Preston Plord, Stephen Pollard III, Dylan Thoreau, our winner from last week at Pocono, I believe. 17th in points, Angel Navarro, then Bob Jones, then Cody Lamas, and then 20th in points, who is automatically going to get a locked-in spot in the chase, is Sean Galligan for 3 victories. Currently, the wildcard drivers would be Galligan and Chase Oliver for being the highest in the point standings with 1 victory, who is 13th. But look at the top 10 in the starting lineup. Joshua Collard's going to be on the pole for this race. Preston Plord second. Third will be Dougie Shears. 4th, Zachary Fitzwater. 5th, rookie Johnny Gardner. 6th is Chris Washer. 7th, Angel Navarro. 8th, Dorian Facepuncher. 9th, PJ Williams. 10th, Cody Lamas. I apologize for that. But anyways, let's go ahead and get this race underway.
Drivers, start your engines!
And there you have it. Joshua Collard, this would be a big confidence booster if he can maybe win this race from the pole, because Collard comes into this race 35th in the standings. So far, his worst season by far in the Walmart Cup. But if he can win this race and maybe get some good runs or another win, he could get in the chase still. Really, virtually anybody still has a chance. Everybody still has a shot of making the chase in some way, shape, or form. Starting in the last row is going to be Austin LaPlante and David Rivera. So this is going to be an interesting race right here. We're going to see who's going to walk away the winner. Pace cars in pit road. We may see pit stops throughout the race. But boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing at the road course, boys and girls. Joshua Collard doing some nice mirror driving here in the early stages, blocking both Dougie Shears and Preston Plord. And that actually helped Dougie Shears go to second, and now Zachary Fitzwater trying to go by Preston Plord for third, but Plord's going to have a bit of an advantage, although Zach Fitzwater now is going to have a bigger run. Now we're coming into the bus stop / dog leg, and whoa, Shears really overdrove that corner. We're trying to keep an eye out to make sure that we don't get any wrecks, because typically this is a part of the racetrack. That dogleg bus stop area is where they typically wreck a lot. But right now, Joshua Collard now is going to have a pretty big lead over Dougie Shears. And both of the Richard Petty Motorsports cars started in the top 5. And look, Zachary Fitzwater, Collard's teammate, in the 4th position, trying to go underneath for 3rd, underneath of Preston Plord. But Plord's just getting a bit of like a push help from Johnny Gardner. But now Fitzwater's going to have a bit of help from Angel Navarro. And I thought I just heard a car hit the wall. And oh, we got a car off the pace. That is Michael Norman, who is smoking. Oh, and then there's another car damaged, Drew McIntyre. That was not what he needed. He came into this race 11th in the points, only 2 points out of the top 10. And now he is damaged goods. My goodness. You hate to see that for somebody who's trying to get in the top 10. Oh, and another car was in it, Jessica Villanueva. Thankfully, everybody made it out of the dogleg bus stop area pretty good this time. But there's a look on the lower right of your screen via the NNSCRA split cam of what happened with Norman Villanueva and Rue McIntyre. And that's 2 of the Childers cars and the boyfriend-girlfriend couple of Michael Norman and Jessica Villanueva that were involved. Depending on who caused what or what happened, that's going to be interesting right there. But Rue McIntyre still smoking on the track, trying to make it around to get back to pit road. Although here comes Collard and company going through the dogleg bus stop. Whoa, Navarro really overdrove that corner pretty wide. As we're trying to keep an eye out on this area to make sure nobody crashes. Because remember, it's like I said, we've seen times where cars can wreck in that area of the track. Kyle Matthews actually had some damage from that wreck. So maybe Matthews was the car who started it. Villanueva's still on pit road, but I think she's going to eventually retire out of the race. But there's the 28. Trying to get into his pit stall so he can teleport and retire from the race. But like I said, that is a tough, tough break for that 28 team. And let's see if it's official. Yes, it's official. The 28 is out of the race. Not what he needed. He was only 2 points behind Matt McIntyre coming into this race. And if he would have gotten a good finish, or at least finish ahead of the 14, he would have gotten in the top 10 the points, but now he's going to have to really regroup here in these next 3 races after this week. Still trying to keep an eye out for any incidents that may occur in the dogleg bus stop. So far, nothing's happened in that area. Let's look on the racetrack and see if we see any skid marks. Because I'm thinking it was right around here. Yeah, there it is. It was coming off of turn 10. Yeah, it looked like coming off of turn 10 was where the accident took place. But man, oh man. And then perhaps more incidents happened entering turn 1. But right now, Joshua Collard has led the most laps here today. Here at the Glen. He's only 0.7 of a second ahead of Dougie Shears, and then Collard's teammate Zachary Fitzwater in 3rd. So right now, Richard Petty Motorsports running 1st and 3rd. So a good day for them. Oh, PJ Williams! Oh, he does a smart thing right there. Near contact between Cody. Oh, and we get a dangerous crash. The big one has just struck here at the Glen. It looked like it was contact between Dylan Young and rookie Jeffrey Rose. James Silverfox, who won at Chicagoland, was involved. David Rivera was in it. I think Poteet might have got a piece of that. Chase Oliver was involved, and that was not what he needed. Seth Cole was involved. That's a tough break for him. Man, that was a big crash. And Jeffrey Rose took the worst of it. Oh, there's Pichu London who was involved. There's Dylan Young's machine. Looked like Chris Michaels perhaps may have gotten a little piece of that too. But my goodness gracious. And actually from the last lap, Dougie Shears has been kind of gaining a little bit on Joshua Collard. The last time by, or before this lap, he was 7/10 behind. Now he's about less than 5/10 back. Let's see the margin this time. But remember, these cars may have to pit soon because I upped the pit frequency to ×3. But you've already seen the replay of what happened in that big mess that we saw took place earlier. And Dougie Shears gained 0.02 of a second on Collard. I don't know if Collard's maybe conserving a little bit of fuel or if Shears is just getting better in the corners. I'm not sure. Now, we're definitely going to have to stay here around here in the Dogleg bus stop. Whoa, Navarro. Cody Lamas, smart move right there. Yeah, you can tell that wreck definitely separated a lot of the field as a result of that major accident that happened. Wow, look at this. Dougie Shears right to the back bumper of the 43, and the 43 overdrove turn 10. So now that's going to help Dougie Shears. He led that lap. Shears led that lap. So now this race is getting interesting. Collard and Shears battling for the lead right now. And remember, both of these men have not been the victory lane this season. If one of these two has a better chance of making the chase via win, it wouldn't be Collard because he's 4 spots ahead of Shears in the standings. So this is the first time all day car's been passed for the lead. Shears going by Collard. Oh, we better look back around here in the bus stop. And whoa, Llamas. Good job of keeping it together. Now the second group of cars being led by Dylan Thoreau, the winner of Pocono. And whoa, Balkan. Good job. Oh, I think his cars are coming in the pit road. Joshua Collard being the first one to come in. And then you got Preston Plord to follow suit. But who else is coming in? Or is it just these two? It's just these two coming in the pit road. But let's see if anybody else is going to come in from the second group of cars. Nobody from the second group. So only 2 cars come in the pit road. Joshua Collard and Preston Plord. Ironically, the front row starters. Collard, who was on the pole, and Plord, who started second. They're now in pit road. But I think it's just going to be a one-stop race because they pitted past the halfway point. So they should be good to go on fuel whenever everybody else pits. But it's going to be interesting to see who can get the lead. Would it be Shears or would Collard get the spot back? Let's see. Collard went with 4 tires and fuel. But now I think everybody else is going to be coming in. And this is going to maybe be helpful for Collard and even Preston Plord too, because it was just them two who came in. And so they had plenty of room to go out of pit road. This is going to be quite a congested pit road right here because everybody's in the pits. Yeah, everybody's coming in, so this is going to be quite a congested pit road. Let's see what happens with this. Although Shears may have a bit of an edge because he's got the clear room out of his pit stall. We'll see. Oh, he's going 2 tires in gas. I don't know. Maybe Collard and Plord did take 2 tires. I'm not. I just didn't pay attention to the tire changes. But Dougie Shears trying to get Pontiac its second win in Walmart Cup racing. And it looks like Shears is going to stay the leader. Fitzwater to second, Collard in third. Preston Plord in fourth, and then fifth is going to be Angel Navarro. Then PJ Williams sixth. Danny Wells seventh. Eighth, Johnny Gardner. Ninth, Tanner Sullivan. 10th, Chris Washer. So that's going to be the top 10. Collard trying to battle with teammate Fitzwater. Collard trying to get back up to the front. He's going to have a long, hard-fought fight to try to get back up to the lead because Shears is just all by himself and gone. Margin this time by between first and second. Yeah, nearly 3 seconds back. Unless Shears somehow makes big mistakes in the turns and Fitzwater and Collard and the other drivers hit their marks right, I don't know if anybody's going to catch that 83 of Dougie Shears. And if I remember right, if Shears wins this race, this will be, I think, his second career Walmart Cup Series win. He won a race last season in Season 6 when he first came onto the scene in Walmart Cup. But yeah, look at that margin of the lead that Shears has over both the Richard Petty cars. Dylan Potee must have had an extended stay on pit road. So far we've had 2 crashes take place here at the Glen. As it's 3 laps to go, let's see the margin this time. It was 2.75, 3.05. So Shears is just pulling away from the 9 of Zachary Fitzwater. Joshua Collard, who had been one of the dominant cars of the race, may have to settle for a 3rd place finish. But right there, the points leader, PJ Williams, running in the top 10 in the 6th position. Good run for him points-wise. He's going to definitely extend that huge points lead. It might extend to maybe even a full race because he's clearly ahead, way ahead of David Rivera and Jesse Setti. Chris Michaels and Michael Norman. Zachary Fitzwater may gain a few points, but it's not going to be enough to close up the deficit. Oh, wait a minute. We have a car that's damaged on pit road. I believe that was Austin LaPlante. I'm trying to look for him. Yeah, there he is. Something must have happened to the 48. Well, there's the replay on the lower right of your screen, but yes, something looked like it happened with the 48 of Austin LaPlante. Preston Plord trying to close into Joshua Collard for the 3rd spot as it's less than 2 laps to go. But man, Austin LaPlante has just had bad luck in the past 6-7 races. He's just not really had a good luck streak. And LaPlante's one of those drivers desperate to get a victory this season and get in the chase. Coming out of turn 10 once again, Dougie Shears coming to take the white flag. White flag is out for Dougie Shears. All Shears has to do now is hit his marks, don't make big mistakes and wreck himself, and he's going to get his 2nd career victory. There's Zachary Fitzwater, Joshua Collard, both are Richard Petty cars. Despite not being 1st and 2nd, still a good day for those guys, 2nd and 3rd. And Fitzwater, this is going to be a good points day for him. Same with Preston Plord. In fact, Plord may actually get himself in the top 10 in points because he's ahead of quite a lot of drivers that are ahead of him in the point standings. So he could get in the top 10 as a result of finishing in the top 5 here at the Glen. James McLeod looks like he may come out with a good run in 11th. And McLeod has had a pretty terrible season, but coming out of turn 10 to come take the checkered flag, Dougie Shears gets his second career victory in the Walmart Cup Series, first of the season. Dougie Shears wins the Helluva Good at the Glen. What a performance for the 83 of Dougie Shears. Dougie Shears, who came in 39th in the standings, finally gets a bright spot, picks up a victory. Now all he has to do is get another win before the chase starts, and he'll get a wild card spot. So Shears could be on fire here soon. But let's take a look at the rest of the results. Zachary Fitzwater, great run in the second position. That's going to help him out close in on the points lead. Joshua Collard, one of the dominant cars of the race, comes away in third. Great run for him. Preston Plord with a much-needed run of fourth. Great job for him. Angel Navarro, solid top 5 for the 20 car. PJ Williams, the points leader, going to extend on that points lead by finishing in the 6th position. Danny Wells, great run in 7th. Johnny Gardner, the highest rookie, in 8th. Great job for him. Tanner Sullivan, 9th. Solid performance for him. And Chris Washer, great run in the 10th position. Rest of the top 20. James McLeod, Cody Lamas, Stephen Pollard, the 3rd. Dorian Facepuncher. Charles Jackson, Jessica Shelton, Matt McIntyre, Kyle Corbett, Bob Jones, Anthony McCrory. Rest of the top 30. Excuse me. Benjamin Miles, Joshua Balkin, Sean Galligan, Charles Sanford, Chase Oliver, Ian Dutta, David Rivera, Trent Dunham, Chris Michaels. Rest of the cars that finished the race was Dylan Thoreau, Kyle Matthews, Dylan Poteet. Austin LaPlante scored 3 laps down, but he was in pit road for the most part. Everybody else was out of the race after all the chaos that ensued earlier. Dylan Young, Jeffrey Rose, Pichu London, Seth Cole, James Silverfox, Rue McIntyre, Jessica Villanueva, and Michael Norman. But anyways, congrats to Dougie Shears for winning this race here at the Glen. Next race, we head up to Michigan, and that's going to be an exciting race for us today, or coming soon. But anyways, thank you for watching. Here are your results, rookie points and regular points heading into Michigan. And this is Levi McIntyre, signing off.